hello, Kalu Kale. How are we doing today? Well, been a day. All I can really say, to be honest. I'm kind of dozed off there a little at the end because I've been doing that more often recently, and I don't know why. I don't like that. Not very, as the kids would say, poggers. I don't like falling. I don't like feeling tired all the time. It turns out, woohoo! Feeling tired kinda sucks. When you feel tired, you don't feel like you're waking up, and you don't feel like getting back up. It's truly, let me just check some things, chat. Before we begin, I would like to thank, oh, gosh damn it. Okay, you're gonna make me say this, so. Hisuiko Hako. I believe I said that right. I in fact do not speak moon runes, so God bless them. Thank you for following. 406 followers. I late. How go? You're not late. We just started. Today has been a day. Not looking forward to tomorrow in the slightest. In fact, I don't really looking forward to tomorrow. I have to go to the dentist tomorrow, and I fucking hate the dentist. And there's a very specific reason why I hate the dentist. Now, I want you all to imagine here, just between you and me. I want you to imagine something. Imagine going to the dentist. A dentist you don't even like very much, because he calls you sweetie. Now, mind you, I'm 12. This is a dentist who calls you sweetie. I'm a boy. Now, alright, cool. Now imagine going there for a routine checkup. And I was told that this would be a routine checkup. My mama and my grandmama say this is going to be a routine checkup. I say, alright, little notepad goes into the dentist's office. Been through these a bunch. I had really weird teeth growing up. And in the next half hour, I get a tooth yanked. He does not tell me he's going to pull a tooth. He just shoots me up with the numbing agent and pulls it out. Now, I want you to imagine this. And then I want you to follow that up with him calling you sweetie the entire time. And then you realize he didn't tell anyone he was going to do this. He did not tell my mother, my grandmother, no one. We're talking about dentists. And why I have a fucking hatred of dentists. I went to a dentist when I was a kid, and he was a weird dentist and I didn't like going to him, because he called me sweetie, and he, pulled a tooth. He extracted a tooth without telling my mother or my grandma or anyone. Didn't even tell me. Now imagine you're a child getting shot with the, with the numbing agent and everything, and having that shit just yanked out. That was why I have a fucking hatred of going to the dentist. Loathe the dentists. Hate them. I've had a fucking fear of them. It's, I used to go a lot because I had braces. And, I've, as my mama says, we have horse teeth. We have horrible, awful horse teeth, and that's something I've always had to contend with. I've not been to a dentist in about 5 years. And I just really hate going to them. Oh man, like, you want phone? So Yeah, so you can really sense my enthusiasm for wanting to go to the dentist tomorrow. Yeah, my enthusiasm is overflowing. And that's the story, Morning Glory. I need a good stretch, to be honest. Ooh, there. But it has. Oof. Yeah, no, That's why. Here's the thing. I tell every dentist at this point, and they don't believe. Some of them don't believe me until they feel me start like seizing up. I tell every dentist, tell me exactly what you're going to do. Just talk to me. Just say what you're gonna do, say how you're gonna do it, say why you're doing it. I do not fucking move if they do that. Cause I know what's going on. Notepad knows what's poppin'. They know what's pop. Everyone knows. I've had dentists who don't tell me, and apparently I'm a terrible fucking patient if I do. That happens. Cause I start squirming. Aesthetics are a no-no for you, huh? Like, I've never been fully knocked out. Mind you, I had a coin flip when I was about 10. I remember this distinctly. The dentist at the time said, you have a coin flip. By the time you are 20, you will either have to get 4 wisdom teeth extracted, or you will never have to look at it. I have never had a wisdom tooth extracted. Not one. Never had them. Never even had to consider it. I got lucky on that front. But like, you shoot me with the thing that numb things, I'm fine. You just tell me we're gonna numb this. I say, okay, you're gonna numb this. Cool, I'm numbed. Hey, here's the drill. It's like, hey, here's the drill. This is what we're gonna do. I say, cool, do it. And then it happens. I'm good. If I know what's going on, I'm fine. Like, there comes a point of me where, like, I don't quite know how I will react under, like, that we have to knock your ass out. I've never been fully knocked out before. If it's anything, like, super major, I might be like, just hit me with that shit. I don't even want to fucking know. Just knock my ass out, and I'll wake up either... I'll wake back up either dead or, dead or a hero. Let's fucking go. No, not 0 Hour Squad. We want to go to first. Oh, God. See, the only time that I've been completely knocked out cold is when I passed out. And I don't like passing out. Passing out kind of sucks, fun fact. So, to bring us back to what we do, welcome to Fist of Chaos. Technically Ultra Anarchy, but I've realized that I keep calling it Ultra Chaos in certain areas. Yeah, no, we're gonna have to redo some of the nomenclature, but that's what we do here. We kind of just wing it sometimes. Yeah. Mm. 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 And all fractions are rounded up. 7.5. Mm. 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 This is specified by the rounding style, and we're going to change that to Eyes. Oh, we're going to change it to. Yep, sacred rounding style. Yep, this round, everything is rounded up. That's just the fractions are rounded up. This is specified. Yep. So, first things first. Change the nature of foundations slightly. The numbers got changed a bit. Foundation, basic foundations. We kind of already worked with this with Xeno and Lizard Eyes. Generally, these are going to remain in place. If I want to be a little bit more specific, I should put resolve here and reasoning down here. Not for alphabetical reasons, but for kind of what they're supposed to match up against. But then we have distortions. Now, distortion is the basic concept that most people in the last city are actually mutants. Most of them are referred to as Manin and or Yao Guai. Manin and Yao Guai have darkened souls, which means that they are mutants. It is very common for you to come across someone with scales or something. Hey, so when Notepad VTT come out, since you're big money man. Fuck, man. If I could, unironically, if one of these VTTs approached me being like, Notepad Anon, as your strongest warrior, we want to make all your games RVTT compatible, do it in a heartbeat. But as I've said before, I will sell out in a heartbeat as well. See, I need to get everything set up for the Cruciform playtest. The original plan was to do the Cruciform playtest on the 15th. That was the plan. But time is ephemeral, I've realized, and things don't add up when I want them to. And I realize things don't make any sense anymore. And it sucks. But getting back on track a little bit, effectively, distortions come in two varieties, concrete and variable. There are only 8 concrete, effectively, distortions. These distortions are, everyone has these to some variety, or you can develop these in some variety. You have acute senses. You have huge guts. Actually, I should say that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thick guts. You got multiple limbs. You've got natural armor, you've got natural weapons, you got a projectile of some variety, the idea of having a robust frame, or even having wired reflexes. What does wired reflexes mean? Hey, that means, I should actually change 510. You know what, change you to 816 to 620. Kind of the idea, like, you add to your reaction. You can go first as a robust frame. You have, you're a lot faster than other people and can get more shit done. Now, the idea of the variable distortion was everything else. What does this mean when I say everything else? Hey, I want to be a lizard. I want to be a lizard man. I want to be a crazy lizard motherfucker, and with my crazy lizard fucking powers, I want to, and I don't know, I want to have chameleon skin. Yep, my skin, I go weird chameleon man. You want to go weird chameleon man? That's going to, you would fill this out as it was the Fortissimo thing. However, I thought about it today in the coffee shop, as I get all my best ideas. And I thought about it, and I've decided something. This is a terrible idea. We need to look at this differently. Looking at this differently is how we get shit done. A dummy. So, looking at this differently. That means we gotta rewrite this section. So, first thing first, versatility. Versatility, we have 0, 2, 4, 8. And this is specific, field, general, universal. Change. Oh, we'll change you all. Normal font. 6, 8. So, this is not impact anymore. This is going to be, because we have the 4 here. Let me bring the 4. This visibility. Visibility. -4. Really horrifying. -0. Reflection. It's a reflection of your soul. It's completely normal. -2. Uncanny Valley. Hello phone. What do you want? -4. 2. It's +2, and this is +4. Phone right now because I want. Oh, God fucking damn it! What do you want? You want phone? Door frame a kneecap and almost died. Kill me. Get better. How do you stat flight as distortion? Don't know yet. Haha, you fool. You think I know what I'm doing. Everyone laugh at this man. You're passing, and then we do the other 4, which is impact. Is -2, worthless. 0, 4, 8, which is going to be a major. So we select you all go away. So boop, 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 boop. Cool. Now we do the 5s. Now first 5, which is manipulation. Is manipulation. How well can we manipulate our ability? Random. I have random, mood, bodily function, active use, perfect understand. Let's hit the 8 key. So seemingly it operates almost on your own, operates on your mood. It is just part of how your body functions. Active use, that means you have pretty good control over it. Perfect understanding means that you can do whatever you want with it with perfect understanding. You know how this mutation is going to function at all times. Then we go to facts. None. 1. Societal, -2. Damnation. Go. We select you. We hit that. Bingo, bango, bongo. Actually, we can put down a binding, which is going to be concrete. Mm. 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 Let's do Rose. There we go. So this is where we want to do things a little bit weird. So versatility, application, and mm, mm, mm. We're going to pump point. Hit this here. 1, 2, 3. Mm. Mm. Distortion can only be used in particular circumstances. Distortion. Mm. Distortion can be used in oh, truly horrifying. Mm. Mm. It makes children cry and mothers weep. Reflection. Mm. You're pretty much just another man, just another brick in the wall, uncanny. Mm. 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 You look human. That's all that matters. Let's see. Ability. Mm. Mm. Only the Manon may take that. I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave the Congo. Na 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 na. Binga binga bungo. I don't want to leave the Congo. No no no. Ain't got no no. In my ear. Influence. The influence. The the influence. Let's see. The distortion is actively doing nothing. Actively doing nothing, or is distortionism will almost never come up and be actively useless. Mm. 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 Yep. So if you want to stat out flight, like a very basic way of flying. So, first things first, versatility. That's pretty useful in almost every instance of the warrior's life, being able to fly somewhere. Yeah, that's 8. That's quite expensive. Now, let's say let's be kind. Let's get some points back. It's truly freaking horrifying to behold. You have 2 horrifying bone things jutting out of your back. You cannot put on normal clothes. There are no such thing as that. Your wings are permanently out there, and you have an active... People are actively see you and are terrified of it. You are a freak of nature. So we're already at 4 points. This is a pretty extreme change to the setting. So now we're going to have to bump that up further. 8 points as well. We're at 12 points. 12 points for just the ability to fly. Now mind you, Yao Guai, on the other hand, if we look over here, Yao Guai gets 16 points. So as a Yao Guai, you could say, I want to fly. On the other hand, flying may not be the best thing in the world for you. When people want to go inside. Notepad, is the table one that you use for Fortissimo? Yes, it is. It is a different variant of it. Welcome to the variable distortion table. I actively had to change it today because I'm like, it doesn't work the way I was doing it. I'm for TC tarded, what can I say? Conscious effort and perfect understanding. For your flight, by the way, for your flight, it would most likely be active use. That is something that you do daily. This is something that it is your way of life. You spent 12 points, now 14 points, but you're outside, you can say, okay, and you just and you start flying up into the air. This is just your daily life. This is just how you function. Bodily function is a little bit, Guten Morgen, good day, everyone. Now, the idea of bodily function is like, hey, this is I have a poison sac inside of me. I secrete poison. This is just something your body does. Now, this is a good thing and a bad thing. Now, you may be wondering, why is this a bad thing? The idea of random is randomly throughout the day, you just secrete poison. You could be going to the store and your hand starts sweating a little bit, and it's this sticky green mucus-like substance. And you pull your hand back real fast, and it drips everywhere. It's disgusting poison. So, an animal an animal were to chew on this, they'd probably die. Mood. When you are scared, you begin secreting poison. Now, what does fear mean for you? What does being angry do? What does being happy do? And that's something. Okay, we've got something there. Bodily function. Anytime you sweat poison, that's just something that happens. This isn't something that's random. This isn't something that's affected by your mood at all. This is just, when it's really hot outside, I start sweating. I usually put on a lot of things to stop sweating because I sweat fucking toxin. Like, I will kill things if I, Okay. Active uses, I can clap my hands together and I shoot out poison from my hands. This is something that I have to actively do in my life. Perfect understanding is, I snap my fingers and I secrete poison. I go, bleh. I touch you real fast and you've been poisoned. That's kind of the idea there. For flight, if you want to have two wings growing out of your back, and you fly up into the air, that would be active use. It takes time for you. Gameplay terms, that is you telling the GM, I want to make a roll for this. Anytime you want to do this, this is, I want to make a roll for it. Sometimes you won't even need to put down manipulation. Don't even gotta think about it. Sometimes you might want to think about it. So, drawbacks. Mm. 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 Let's see. Mm. Mm. Actually, no. Kind of the idea that Yao Guai get a lot more problems associated with being them. You know, it's hey, as a Yao Guai, this is something that you have to understand. This is your day-to-day life. This is something that you must deal with daily. And there we go. So that's kind of the idea. So if we want to go over here, Inspired? No, man. Fuck. See, see, the problem is with this one is that I've been struggling with this actually for quite a while. I've just been having a lot of little issues with this one. Let's see. Write this. So I'm gonna write this down so I don't forget. By the way, 3 soul hunters, 20 plus me. Resolve. Action. Finish. Reasoning. Stamina. No matter what, you look 5. So there we go. Kind of the idea is like, yeah, it's the same premise. We've just changed the wording on it. And it's kind of the idea of like, as a Manon, if you go out of your way to change your nature, your pure passing, you can look almost entirely human. It's just one of those things where you don't realize it till it's too late. Hey, yo, you're a Manon. Like, ah, yeah, no, I'm a Manon. I am look human. Everything's fine. I look pure, and there's like, wait a second, you're not pure though. What do you mean I'm not pure? You're wrapped up too much. Show me your chest. And it's kind of one of those things where you show your chest, and it's like, oh, hey, yeah, no, you've got, you don't actually have hair on your chest. You have fucking eye or something. And you're like, yeah, oh, like, oopsie doopsie. That's why Lizard Eyes is the way that he is. It's just like, yeah, what's it? Lizard Eyes is a fucking cannibal. Mm. 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 Well. I think this should work. And you can make almost everything you want. I should want to do. Mm. 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 So binding is a term used to indicate the mutation is bound to something on the. Mm. 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 The times of binding may be tied to senses or the concrete. Mm. 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 There we go, there we go, there we go, go, go. Mm. Yeah, okay, there's more internal than external is easy for you to... It's kind of the idea is, like, as a Yao Guai, like, having a lot of internal problem, like, a lot of internal mutation is still pretty obvious. It's very difficult for you to pass purely as human. Hence why pure passing is purely a Manon trait. It's purely a Manon trait. Even, like, you can do everything to look like, you know, to look normal, but you'll still be in the, uncanny valley. It's kind of some of the things when it comes to, like, some of the Xenoclash character designs. Like, no, like, you can still reasonably say, well, you look human. Nothing about you looks inhuman. But you're not right. Something is very wrong about you. Like, even you kind of see what, like, Metamok here, kind of the idea of the Trogs and stuff. But it's just like, no matter what, he's never going to look human. Even things like, I wonder if I can find Father Mother. Yeah, everyone loves her. Yeah, even like Father Mother. Father Mother is a really good example of what a Yao Guai could look like. There is no fucking way you're going to say that is human. The hunchback, the wings, the weird bird legs, you're like, what the fuck is that? Holy shit! What the fuck? What the fuck is that? You know, on the other hand, you get things like Metamok. Metamok looks human. The more you look at Metamok, the more you're like, that doesn't look right. That looks wrong. There's something wrong with Metamok. Let me see. Even if you look at something like Gabel. Gabel is for lack of a better word, Gabel would be a Yao Guai. His hands are fucked up, he's a weird pig man. He's a big fat pig man monster. You're like, that's not... Huh? You. Even like Helm, like he is clearly would be a lot of thing. But then you get things like Remont. Like Remont's pure. She is entirely human. Nothing about you can say, oh man, she's not human. Nope, Remont's human. And everyone loves Remont, by the way. Everyone wants to. She's not even like a character, but yeah, it's like Remont is entirely pure. She is human. And that's just something that she is like, yeah, no, she has better stats than most of her, brothers and sisters because they're not quite human. They're Manon. They're something a little bit wrong. You kind of even see kind of the way his body is all built up and just wrong looking. You can always look vaguely human, but you will never be. That's kind of the idea. But everyone considers you human. That's the thing. Everyone, all of these people, all Manon, Yao Guai, all that, you're all human. And everyone's understanding that you're human. You just don't look human enough. It also comes to the idea of when you are, when as a Yao Guai, you can have perfect understanding of your ability, of your distortion. Because that's you. That's who you are. You have a perfect understanding of your nature. And you don't even have to think about it. That's not even something you gotta worry about. Yeah, it's Xenoclash is weird. Review of a Tribate while making this. We're going over a few games at the end of the week. Depending on how tomorrow goes, we may shove the redacted case to next week, but that's why I gave it a flex week. Really depends on the situation. Okay, so all right, I'm feeling good here. Feeling better. I feel better about myself. So, let's move on to skill and trade. Now, this is something I was struggling with, and guess what you all get to do? You all get to help me make the skill and trade system. So, let's get to it. Physical and spiritual nature of skills and trades and actually, that reminds me. Hit 10. Very specific reason why we need to hit 10 on this. So, what are your chances of success in determining skills are actively used and represent or chances of success in determining their position in society. We're going to put a note there. Skills are the basis of the outside of their let's see. Skills are the basis of the warrior's abilities and nature outside of martial prowess. Whenever a check is called, the warrior will be able to improve the chances of success or improve their success in general. Improve the quality of their success. Each warrior receives Put that. Okay. Inner fire, inner flame or inner. Inner flame. They use inner flame on. Inner flame. Inner flame and foundation. The inner flame. Flames die size D6. Die size D6. Actually, inner flames die size indicates the total amount of skill points. Skill points that may be dedicated. Let's see, total amount of skill points that may be dedicated. Inner flame die size indicates a total that may be dedicated, increasing the value. Sample it. May dedicate up to 6 points to any skill. The ups. However, the foundation acts as the second hard cap on. However, the foundation acts as a second hard cap on their skills. Still at this time. Or let's see. So it's a little bit odd, but Actually, no. I'm gonna put this here for no one's sake, for reference's sake. For example, Zeno has a physique. Actually has a reasoning of 7. Yeah, well developed and clearly well developed and clearly intelligent. E1, let me thing skill up. Let's see, on the other hand, lizard eyes. Due to his low potential. So it's kind of the idea that your foundation is going to be the thing that hinders you. Foundation actively hinders your ability to do. It is saying, hey, you are naturally not very fast. You are naturally not very strong. No matter what you do, your potential is just not there. If you are just, you're fucking 4'2" and little lanky little fucker, you are not going to lift a refrigerator by yourself. It's going to be difficult for you. If you're 6'6" and built like a freight train, then you're going to be able to lift a refrigerator a little bit easier. Your potential is a lot more. Your inner flame, though, is your hard cap on your skills, though. Once you break through that, you can improve a lot more actively. It's kind of the idea of like, this is your potential takes you so far, and then your actual like internal potential lets you go even further. It is Lester Punk talking must what dice is this game uses a 2d6, then goes to 2d8, 2d10, 2d12, and so on. The entire idea is 2dx versus 10. That's what the entire game is all about. 2dx versus 10. The higher quality of success you get, the better you're doing. Effectively, and you unlock better dice by cultivating your inner power. What does this mean? Usually doing something interesting or building up style points and skill points. Effectively, are you a better person and are you better at using kung fu? Then you're going to cultivate a lot faster than, say, someone who's only good at kung fu but doesn't know how to deal with people. And the same quality of you don't know what kung fu is, but you're really good with people. Cultivated or strength, you're going to be able to do a lot more with your life. Now we get to do... How do we want to do this? There's a few ways. Mm. Mm. You will always do okay. But do you really want to do okay when you're defaulting? Usually not. How do I want to format this properly? No, we can have this table. Well, I do have these tables here. Why don't I just use those tables? We use this, get rid of this column, put a column in the middle, we center it, we make the column... Enter. Okay, so let's see. Doing this right, we gotta do this right. We want to keep things as consistent as finesse 13, finesse 16, instinct. Then we do the 3 skills there, and the 3 skills. Bingo. So, should do is we do this. We select all. I said we select every single one of these. Hit that. Select again. That was I made a mistake. I've come so far. See, it's hard to even make Linkin Park jokes anymore. Because they replaced the Linkin Park guy. They replaced Chester in Linkin Park. And it's very not funny, but kind of interesting in its own weird way. So let's see my finesse skills. Now, to give you the idea of my finesse skills that I have so far, we have roguery. Looks weird. I don't like this. I've decided I don't like this anymore. Table. Could just do this. Or this one. I'm overthinking. No, stop overthinking, Notepad. We want to keep this thing easy. Keep it simple, stupid. So, we've got roguery, acrobatics, question mark, question mark, question mark. Don't know what else to put for finesse. Cool. Second one, which is meat. Meat, I have... Mm. Mm. I have down as pain tolerance. Not a very good word. Not a very good way of wording it. And humors. Not great. I actually was kind of agonizing over the skills a little bit. For physique, I have physicality. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. And then for mental skills, where things got a little bit easier in my life, when it came to instinct, I have streetwise. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. We then go on reasoning, where reasoning we had perception, insight, and empathy. Effectively being able to see the outside world, being able to see within the lines, and being able to see what other people are thinking. Which leads to resolve. Resolve. Have words, which cover everything. Composure. And finally, performance. Otherwise known as question mark, question mark, question mark. Performance doesn't seem like a very good one. So... Welcome to Skill Day, everybody! Yay! Yes, he did. The weird thing is, Horace, she might be good, but she's also a weird Scientologist lady. And that kind of turned some people off, which, understandable. I was like, oh no. So. I've actually did seriously consider changing acrobatics to parkour, because both would add up roughly what it would be. Skullduggery. Charm for finesse? Because it's kind of the idea. Like, here's the thing. Finesse is... Just call it crime. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, we're just gonna call it crime. Yeah, it's your crime skill. Are you good at doing crime? Yeah, that's it. Effectively, finesse is your physical manipulation of things. It's your physical dexterity, physical ability, things like that. It's, hey, I want to pick a lock. Okay, you're gonna be rolling whatever your crime is. I want to leap from a different building. Leap from building to building. It would be acrobatics. Or, again, that's why I keep thinking, like, should I just call it parkour? Like, yeah, make a parkour roll, because that's effectively what it's going to be doing, is parkouring. It's accuracy of moving your body, your hand-eye coordination, your dexterity, accuracy, effectively. But, I mean, fuck. Accuracy may not be a bad idea. Maybe crime... crime, parkour, and accuracy. I mean, it's there. What are we feeling? We feeling crime, parkour, and accuracy? What does accuracy call it parkour and leave it at that? Parkour. Parkour covers a little bit. Parkour kind of covers, actually, you know, Thieves and gangsters have crime, messengers, and who else would have parkour? Insight's down here in reasoning. The idea of insight is, if perception is your ability to see something, insight is your ability to reason something out a little bit. It's like, oh, hey, wait a second. We shouldn't be in this section of the town because we're going to die. Like, it's kind of the idea. Like, you get the idea. It's kind of like the, hey, wait a second. This seems like the worst idea in the fucking world to be here. Huh. Voyeurs. Now, okay. Now, why don't we call it pot shot? Crime, parkour, and pot shot. This is just your ability to make shots, just to hit something from range. I want to throw a knife at someone. Roll pot shot. I want to shoot someone with a gun. Roll pot shot. It's like, it's not even useful. It's like, yeah, you're just making a pot shot at something. That's all you're doing. Electrochemistry. We can probably put electrochemistry. Like, yeah. Because we don't want combat skill. This is important. These aren't combat skills. When you're in the middle of combat, shooting a gun's going to be a little different. Pot shot is, you say, kind of hitting the pot shot would be, I need to bring out my gun and I need to shoot something. To give you an idea from Disco Elysium, shooting down the body would be a pot shot roll. That's what you would be rolling, is a pot shot roll. From a Disco Elysium. Mm. 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 Poisoners and tasters have humors. Yeah, that's kind of the regeneration of four. Hey, Nope's give a bunch of over-the-top martial arts schools like Hokoto no Ken has. Oh god. Mm. Electrochemistry kind of fits the meat or something general physical in mind. So it's like hand-eye without further shooting at the guy's brother. Because shooting at the guy's brother will be a combat section. Effectively, yeah. Fighting game TTRPG. Like, regeneration for the... Huh? I think I'm missing something here. Does it have different over-the-top martial arts? Don't know yet. That's kind of the... Part of me wants to write out, like, here's a few very basic schools that they can learn. Another part of me is like, nah, you don't even know what the fuck they're going to be fighting. Fuck it, who knows. It's kind of the idea we're going to be using the style creation system. Restoration for the meat? Meat is your, like, effectively just how much body, like, how much pain can you take? Heal and restore body post-battle. God, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, restoration. Oh God, it would be I don't even know what to call it. Mm. 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 again, this isn't magic necessarily. This is like a... The best way to think about it is I've put points into pain tolerance. I put points into humors. Oh no, you've drank poison. You know, you've drank poison to see how hard you are. Oh no, you've drank a lot of beer and now people want to fight. What are you gonna roll? You're gonna roll 2d6 plus whatever your humors is. You roll a 2 plus, you rolled 4 plus your 6 humors. Congratulations, you have powered through. You kind of, you got all your senses there. Timmy over there didn't roll that, and he is now fucked up beyond repair. Hey everybody, you've been, before the fight even begins, you've been stabbed in the hand. You got 4 pain tolerance and you rolled a 6. Fuck you, you say, and you punch him in there as combat begins. Rather than kind of letting out like, ow, fuck! What'd you say? Actually, I know what we can do. We can call this resilience. Your ability to kind of, it's your ability to get back up and saying like, no, I'm gonna, nah, I live. What would you call this though? It's your ability to not flinch from injury or pain. I guess that would be. Pain threshold. It's a ball stat roll punches. Adrenaline. Adrenaline's more like an ability. Adrenaline's being used as an ability for that, so I don't want people to get confused with that. It's effectively, yeah, it's effectively like a, yeah, you're just like a hard ass. Hard ass, yeah. Yeah, roll your hard ass skill. You don't understand. I like being hurt. Oh, like, oh God, why he just doesn't stop. Why are you enjoying this? Is there going to be a terrorism skill? No, there will not be a terrorism skill. It is still 9/11. We cannot have the terrorism skill during 9/11. That's the one thing we can't do. Jeez, people. Can't have that. So, now we get into physique. Physique is your I am strong. This is you being active, kind of like actively being muscly and very forward thinking. That's why I'm like, okay, if finesse is your ability to manipulate your body, more reactive in a way. It's more you're on your feet a little bit. You're more flighty. You're more like, okay, I gotta snap into this really fast. It's the best way to think about it is you're thinking with finesse if you need to dive under something. If you're running, you're running, you're running, you're running. Oh god, we gotta go. When we gotta leap over something, it's you putting your hands on that grate, throwing yourself over hardcore parkour. Physicality is lifting the grate up. It's you breaking the bars. It's you, kind of, hefting something heavy over your head to do something. Using D. Let's wait 1 hour, 3 minutes. Is your pure body while finesse is your active body? To a degree. Actually, flex would not be a bad idea. Physicality. What's a strongman profession? I need to be fucking strong for this. Teamsters. Teamsters and, oh god, what am I thinking of? I want to be fucking strong to do this. I'm trying to think of what it is. I'm having a stroke. Oh god. No, they'll go even further beyond. Actually, no, where was it? Teamsters and Teamsters and Smiths. That's a pretty good one. Flex. What would be a good gladiators and escorts use this, because at the end of the day, it's one of those things being like, these can be used for a variety of things, being like, yeah, hey, you're an escort. Yeah, no shit, you're gonna flex a little bit because people want your body. Because again, it's just a display of your body, just your ability to flex properly, look good doing it. But the thing is, I have a huge physique. I've got good physicality. I've got good flex. Now imagine, I want you to imagine something. A man walks up to you, fucking just gets in your grill. He is 6'2", barrel chest. He's this huge man, and he's like, sup. No grace in his voice. He's using flex to scare you. On the other hand, sitting on the corner, smoking something nice. The geisha girl is there, and she's got, the little robe's just a little bit showing just enough. She's using flex as well. Different way of using flex. She may be boring as shit. She may have no personality. But it draws your eye. It's just using your body to get what you want. So, we've got physique, we've got flex, we've got what would be another use of one's physique. I want to use my body to accomplish something. Want to use my body to accomplish something. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Like, it feels like there should be an answer here. Let's think. Freak? What do you mean by that, Lubu? What do you mean by my freak? I got that on your freak. Pump yourself up. Pump yourself up by using freak. You're on to something. Bear with me. No, that doesn't work. Because kind of the idea, my thinking was when you're saying like confidence and stuff. Yeah, that falls more into like composure. That's kind of the thing there. That would be like, honestly, we can put hype and resolve, because that gives you a little bit more like it's your resolve on doing something. Words is your ability to be like, okay, I'm speaking to you as a pure person. Me saying, hey, I need you to do something. I'm speaking to you. Composure is you keeping your cool. Hype would be almost the opposite. It would be like powering through being afraid. being like doing something you damn well know you shouldn't is hyping yourself up. It's kind of reactive versus a little bit active. It's just like, hey, I'm fucking terrified. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's fucking do this. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. 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 Freak could work. Like with odd maneuvers, it would be like, yeah, no, it would be like moving your body in ways that you really shouldn't. And even something like another example. Here's one thing. We need to get out of our I am cuffed. Oh no, this is bad. I'm cuffed. I'm in handcuffs. I don't want to be in handcuffs anymore. Crime. I've got to pick. It's going to be a penalty, but I could probably pick the lock on my own handcuffs. Go, dink, okay, I'm out. Easy enough to do. It's a bitch, but I can. You're like, you know what? I'm going to get out. Yeah. Yeah, meat is saying, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna get out of here," and it's you breaking your thumb to slip your hand out. You're in fucking agony. It hurts. You just broke your fucking hand effectively. You snap it back into place, and you do that real fast. Like, all right, I'm cool. Using physicality, you're trying to like break the cuffs itself. Using freak would be like, "Oh, okay, cool. Give me 1 second." It's you kind of twisting and moving your hand just right and just kind of slipping out of the cuffs really nice. Yeah. I mean, I didn't have to break my hand. To give you an idea, someone relying on meat doesn't give a shit. Being like, yeah, I'm a hard ass. I'm gonna break my hand and literally not care. So what? I'll snap it back into place later. I'm gonna, like... Yeah, it's kind of your just ability to do something like that. It also, this actually, fun fact, this actually pairs well with some of the variable distortions that you may get, even down to multi-limb distortions. Yeah, hey. How much freak do I need to have 1,000 joints in my arm? See, if you want to go full Baki maxing, you would just like, you would already have like D12 in that shit. And you'd be like, nah, don't worry, my arm has 15,000 joints in it. Let me just maneuver it in physically impossible ways. I'm just imagining I'm doing this better. You don't understand. I'm just built different. But if you're working at D12, like, yeah, no shit, you can pull off some Baki bullshit. That's the point. Okay, now we're getting into mental stuff. Okay. Oh, Zipporah, you fool, you beautiful fool. You can have anything you feel like. Welcome to variable distortions, baby. For instinct. New type danger shit. Actually, 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 I know we can. Rat vein. Yeah, that's an older one. Rat vein. Yeah, effectively, Shivers is half light and Shivers. Last one for Instinct, don't know yet. Inshallah. Opportunist, like, Pay a notepad. All right, everyone, ad time. This is the best part. Let's see, lookouts, and who else would employ Shivers? Someone who is using that uneasy feeling of fight or flight. Lookouts and mailmen, scroungers. Actually, scavengers. Lookouts and scavengers. Opportunists. Sweet. Mailman is funny. Advert. See, again, someone hit the pay notepad button. The second someone hits that button, we run an ad. Will never not be funny. We are the masters of our own misery. Rat vein, Shivers. Instinct, again, Instinct is more of that auto reaction. It's more of that auto thinking. You're not even like trying to reason something out. You're just kind of know. Rat vein is follow me, I know where the hell I am in the city, which is the only place that matters. It is you are in the city. Okay, we're here, I know how to get to where we are. And you're like, yeah, just follow me. You don't even have to think about it as much. You just know where to go. On the other hand, down to something like Insight, for example. Insight is knowing who runs the neighborhood. Rat vein is knowing how to avoid that neighborhood without thinking about it. Yeah, don't go down that street. Why? A guy kills people down there and eats them. Oh, that sounds bad. Why should we avoid that place? Dodge! I don't want people getting confused with that in the combat section as well. That's the one thing I'm a little bit worried about. I don't want people to worry about the combat section when it comes to that. Be like, you mean I have to make my dodge skill check? No. See, there's a part of me that wants to use Burning Wheel for this and put in circles. Because your boy Notepad fucking loves circles. Yeah, you know what? You know what we could do? We could put perception up here and put circles down here. Or maybe we put circles up here. Perception. Nah, that's weird. Yeah, it's kind of like fucker circles. In Burning Wheel, you have a stat called circles. It's technically a skill. It's your ability to find someone you need. I need to find a smith. Roll circles. I succeed. You can find a smith. Pretty easy. Hey, I need someone who sells me drugs at a good price. Roll me circles. It's going to be really fucking difficult, though. Yeah, that's kind of the idea of circles. It's finding the right people in the right places. Maybe we cite Neurobeat. Maybe we put this here. Waitresses and yeah, that's it's like the luck stat. Not even necessarily a luck stat. It's kind of like in Burning Wheel, having really high circles means you're a person who runs in circles of people. That makes sense. It's just like, yeah, you just know people and people know you. Yeah, so if we go with mood, if we put mood into instinct, it's your ability to get a read on another person or the area in general. You walk into a bar, everyone roll me mood. 9 plus 4, 13. Cool, you got a 13? Yeah, immediately you can tell something's going on here. Shit is tense. You can cut this with a fucking knife. Everyone knows something is going on, and no one's letting it go of what happened. Clearly something happened and people know it, but they're not telling anyone. What's the plan? You know, you roll excessively well in mood, be like, yeah, no, they're all hiding something. You don't know what they're hiding, but they're hiding something. And you're pretty sure it has to do with whatever the fuck is back there. And that's where you would make a perception check and be like, okay, wait a second. They're hiding something. Can I make a perception check? Yeah, you can make a perception check. Perception. I call perception in this one. It was projection. What's sense? Yeah, fun fact, good old Neurobeat is pretty much what like a Disco Elysium RPG, down to the fact that you have the different resonances which you are technically seeing inside of your own mind. Because every Neurobeat officer's fucking... So, yeah, to kind of get the idea of, like, you can use mood in a lot of different ways, and everyone's going to be looking at mood differently. And even different characters can look at mood in different ways. It's not necessarily the talkie-talkie skill, but it's the, hey, wait a second, you're hiding something from me. I know you're hiding something from me. Because you're being weird. Or, hey, they're really calm. Too calm. Like, that's kind of worrying in its own way. Does it feel weird to have Neurobeat now that Neom is canceled? No, not at all. Neurobeat is effectively the, like, culmination of why I fucking hate Cyberpunk. And it's probably one of the best written games I've made. It's very funny. Yeah, no, not elaborate. Yeah, it's kind of the idea. The idea of Neurobeat. I think the idea with Neurobeat was punk is at this point so corporatized that it's not even worth talking about. Like, the idea of Cyberpunk is hilarious because people want it, like, Elon Musk wants to be Cyberpunk, and that immediately makes it no longer very punk. And that's the funny part. Like, so many people want to be Cyberpunk without realizing Cyberpunk sucks and you never want to be it. And the idea of Neurobeat is like, hey, the last punk blew his brains out on on the greatest show, the last show on earth, and we've just been kind of rotting since then. It's like, yeah, the punks are dead. It's over. You are playing the cops, and you're playing the like literally you are the cops, because generally speaking, you're the only ones who kind of get it anymore, and no one likes you. There's no shit, no one likes you because you're a creepy psychic that's going to eat their brain. It was that's even down to the fact of like I don't even refer to the free gunners in this setting, because there are effectively super cool, awesome free gunners in this setting, based not so subtly on Concord, because Concord's a funny thing. And free gunners are effectively, oh, we're cool cyberpunks who only work for the rich people because they pay the best. Because no shit, why would we do anything else? We're not going to try to do anything else, because why would we deal with poor people? Like, they don't pay us money. I was very close to calling them Mavericks, like they are in Neurobeat. Because one of the big jokes is the last cyberpunks are Mavericks, because they literally got a brand named after them. It's the best way to think about it is Neurobeat is the culmination of seeing a Nirvana t-shirt on a 12-year-old who doesn't know Nirvana music. That is the culmination of it. Let's see. Reasoning. I want to... who else would we have good senses? Use their Enchiridion. Enchiridic is a really great word, and Enchiridion is great. Detectives and murders use senses. Like, yeah, no, that's a pretty good one. What would be a good idea? Reasoning is very, like, you're really thinking this through. That's kind of the idea of reasoning. You're taking a second and saying, okay, I can see with my little eye, there's blood on the carpet, something happened. Enchiridion. And it's a second, it's knowledge on things that you wouldn't know. Secondhand information. Hey, wait a second. I know who this guy is. Everyone, make me an Enchiridion check. Hey, if you want to make an Enchiridion check, you make a roll, you're scolded for 13 or something. You sit there for a second and you think, like, hey, wait a second. I know this guy, sort of. Like, it's like, this is the guy who runs the back alley boys. He's a gangster. Okay, you know what gangsters are. Like, maybe something like connections to... That actually, you know, we can do, bookies and Wouldn't be connections. Would be a good. See, if you want to sort that out, you would be using this one because you're just knowing this person. It's not circles. It would be something hearsay, like it's your ability to know people without even like, oh, I'm a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend kind of thing. Being like, I know this guy based on these vague things. You want to figure out someone's fighting style? Immediately, basic idea of you want to figure out someone's fighting style, just watch them. Watch them fight. You're watching them fight. You can make an argument for something. You're like, you know what? Hey, this how is this guy fighting? I want to make a, I want to make a shivers check. Make a shivers? Like, yeah, no, make shivers. You know all your shivers. Immediately you tell this guy's stronger than you. Scares the shit out of you. Just that immediate sense of this guy could kick your ass if he got too close to you, but you also realize immediately he's a threat, but like he doesn't want to fight people that well. He's fighting for a show, and you can use that to win. He's gonna stop and showboat every now and again. Using senses is saying, hey, you're watching this guy and being like, you realize he's going for like really over the top punches, really over the top kicks. Everything is like 2 seconds longer wind up than you think he actually needs to do on it to get a kick on it. You're like, okay, that's something that you've just kind of picked up on. Well, in Kyridion would be, oh, he's using X, Y, and Z sex technique. You know this one. It is this very technical technique. He's doing it wrong, though. He is deliberately fucking it up because he wants to show off. You know what the technique is. You don't know why he's doing it or like what the sense of it is. You're like, yeah, this is what he's doing. This one would be like, yeah, no, he's a fucking he's a guy who fights like this. He's a gladiator. He is a natural showman, and that's what he wants to do. Suspicion. Suspicious minds. Handshake. Handshake could work. Glad handing. Glad handing sounds naughty. Suspicious minds. Mm. 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 Martial artists and heroes are all hype. You want to be a hero? Gotta hype yourself up to do something dumb. This is the worst idea we've ever had. I know! Alright, there we go. So we do... Select middle and put you in the middle. Under pressure, burning down on me, burning down on you. Under pressure, thick of van down at the towers of doom, but your people on the street. Ro do 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 da, da 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 da, da da. This and then two tradesmen. Is there any punk that hasn't been corpoed to hell and back? Pretty much. Sizing, I like sizing, feels natural. Sizing is a good one. Doesn't appeal to the warrior thing as well. I mean, sizing up. I mean, what would be, what would you call something sizing up? Like, it's you sizing someone up. You just kind of looking over it and being like, who the fuck is sizing? It feels like there's a term here. I don't know what it is. I'll think about it. I'm gonna do the trades and knowledges first, though. Oh yeah, I've got you open. Don't need. Give me 1 second. Don't need. Let's do trades and knowledges first. Trades and knowledges. Let's see. Trades and knowledges are the more practical talents one develops. Every warrior will begin with one trade or knowledge. One trade or knowledge. Representing their Trades are usually occupations, or training in some field. Butchers, butcher. I'm trying to think of random ass jobs in let's see, actually. Let's see. Butchers, mystics, fruit sellers, welders, or mechanics. Or a welder or fruit seller, welder or mechanic are all a trade one picks up from their parent or guardians. Learning, learning how to making honest living in the slums is almost as complicated as learning how to throw a punch. Knowledge. In this game, can you tap like in the shoulder to make their entire arm go dead, or punching someone in the stomach to either make them shit themselves or vomit violently? Don't know yet. That's the funny thing, because we have to rewrite how combat functions. So, we're gonna be thinking about that. Knowledge, on the other hand, is... It's gonna be a sin stat. See how much fucked up stuff you did over for. No, I'm not gonna punish you. Your sin is being born a mutant. Your sin is being a Yao Guai. That's the only sin you have. Your soul is corrupted. You're not pure. Fucking muties. Fucking muties, says man with scales on his arms. We don't like your kind here. When selecting a trader knowledge, it will always be equal to the inner flame. Inner flame die. Selecting a trader of knowledge, it will always be equal to the inner flame die's value. Therefore, a Mm. 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 Oh yeah. That is the entire idea of trades and knowledges. You just get it just equals whatever it is. Actually. Mm, mm. There we go. You can pick up a second trader knowledge for 3 skill points and a. Mm, mm. There we go. That is. Mm. Yeah, now. Mm. 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 Oh, oh, no, no, stop it, stop it, stop it. We. Mm. So, right on our skills, we have crime, parkour, we have hot shot, we've got hard ass, humor, resilience, physicality, flex. A freak like me needs company. Right then, shivers. Mm. Mm. Amongst all the franchises that got RPGs, which one surprises you the most? That's a tough one. Some of them make sense. Yeah, there's a brand. Is there a Brand Sanderson RPG? It's the highest grossing Kickstarter, highest grosses TTRPG Kickstarter by a landslide. What was the one that kind of threw me for a loop? There was a very obscure British television show that ended up with one. I can't remember the exact name. I actually have it. It got a show. It got a game, and it's like, what the fuck? Why do you have a game? It's like it's a very obscure BBC show. It might be obscure. It may not be obscure to the people in Britain, but it's obscure to me. And as an American, I'm the only one that matters. As an American, I believe that I'm right. Rhyme. Okay, now we get to split up 40 points. Oh boy, everybody, 40 points. The cap is 6, so that's the thing we got to remember. The cap is 6 here. Why are you slightly smaller? Do you see that? Slightly smaller. I don't think. Actually, wait a second. Yeah, for some reason there is like just a little gap at the. There we go. I think that has to be. Yeah, all right. It's just ever so slightly off. Let's see. We've got 40 points. So we've got 40 points for Zeno. What do we want to say Zeno? Zeno, I think he's going to have three crime. We'll say 5 parkour, 0 pot shot. All right. 3-5-0. He is not a very good shot, and he knows he's not a very good shot. Doesn't need it. So we've got 38. We have 32 points remaining. Meat only has 3 meat points to play with. He's gonna put it all in. He's gonna put 1 in resilience, 0 in hard ass, 0 in humors. He gets punched, he's gonna fucking feel it. Physique can get 4 points, so he's gonna 3-3, 3-3-1, 6-7. So that brings us down to 23. Okay, instinct. All right. Read the moon, knows this. He's pretty good at all of those. That's 12. That's 16. 20. Brings us down to 7 points. So 7 points. 5 in composure. 2 in senses. Yeah, we'll even do. There we go. He ain't perfect. He's got room to grow, but he's fast on his feet. He really only needs to roll a 5 up to succeed when he's parkouring. Man, but he can read the room pretty well, and he's relatively smart, and he's gonna keep his shit together. Lizard Eyes, on the other hand, he has 0 in all of these things. He is not any of those. Is he a hard ass? Yes. Does he have humors? Yes. Is he resilient? Yes. He has just burnt 18 points on doing this. He's down to 22 points already. Physicality. He's going. Actually, we'll do 6. 5 0. So he spent 10 points. He's down to 12 points. Instinct. All rat vein. 9 points remain. Can't read a room. Does have 0 sense of protection. What's he rely on here? All senses, baby. All senses. All senses. All sizing people up. Down to 5 points. Keep his shit together. Keeps his shit together. He got 5. No, he can only put There we go. Our giant lizard man has a small way with words. He ain't the most delicate man in the world, but he's got 0 composure. There we go. I was actually a little bit worried that the math wouldn't add up, but it actually works pretty well. So we've got a good sense of how these two operate. And we've got one guy who wants to take a punch because he knows he's going to power through it. He gets injured, he's going to get back up. Doesn't give a shit. Hey, I am a huge man who is going to tear you limb from limb and going to enjoy doing it. Yeah, it's for the individual skill. It's not Doctor Who. Effectively, your max cap. The best way to think about it, everyone starts with an inner flame of 6. Inner flame of 6. This is your hard cap. This is just, you are a little bit above the normal person, and because you're a little bit above the normal person, your skills can go a little bit higher than regular people. However, the idea of your foundation is more of your physical cap. No matter how strong you are, you can't get it. It's your potential. That's kind of the idea of, like, that's I think a better way of saying it. It's your potential. We'll use Xeno for an example here. Xeno has a meat of 3 and an inner flame of 6. He can only bring his hard ass up to 3 because he only has 3 meat. He is just a small, thin man. He's a small, thin man who, no matter what he tries at his current state of being, he is not going to be able to increase that any further. On the other hand, let's look at Lizard Eyes. Lizard Eyes is 10. He can bring his hard ass only up to 6 because his inner flame goes there. Because that's his hard cap as right. That is his spiritual cap. You can kind of think of like it's your physical versus your spiritual cap. However, your inner flame goes up, you can increase your hard ass up. If this were to happen, if you were to increase his inner flame, his spiritual cap up that much, he would only be able to go to 10 just because his physical body doesn't let him go that far. But kind of the idea. It's kind of like you have the two caps, and it's encouraging you to look to improve both. Because if you improve yourself spiritually, i.e. you cultivate some inner energy, you can increase your skills more. You know, you can get you're building your skills up a lot more readily. Because to give you an idea, if you hit 8 in a skill, you physically cannot fail it anymore. Unless you have a penalty to it. Why can't you scale? Because you just have to hit 10. It's 2d10, 2dx versus 10. If you raise yourself up to d8 and boost yourself up to 8, you roll 2d8 plus 8. Roll under a 10 then. You can't. Just how well you succeed. You can still roll 2, you still barely succeed, but you can push yourself a lot further than you normally think you would be able to. But it's hard getting there, and that's the point. Kind of the idea is, like, if you want to default on something, you can just default. Defaulting is just taking whatever it is. Let's say, for example, you have a d6. d6 plus 2 plus skill. I want to, Zeno wants to default on his Enchiridion. He's sitting in a place and researching for the day. That's all he's doing. It's not a struggle for him. This is not a problem for him in the slightest. If he were to default, it would go to 8 plus 3. 8 plus 3 is 11. That's how he defaults. If he spends the entire day, you kind of even do something like Lizard Eyes. Lizard Eyes wants to default flex. He's just flexing around trying to impress some people. Everything's fine. He's doing great. D6 plus 2 plus skill. 8 plus 5 equals 13. He would score 13 success. Zeno scored 11. That's his default. That's all you're doing. It's not efficient. It's not great. You're just defaulting. Yep, it's we're leaning a little bit on Legend of the Five Rings. Because Legend of the Five Rings has the idea of your spiritual skills and your physical skills kind of influencing the value of your ring. Here we're kind of doing it the other way, where it's your skills are kind of capped out by your physical body as well as your spiritual sense of self. You can always roll these, though. That's kind of the thing. There's no, penalty, you don't have the skill, you take a negative 25 to it or what. No, I don't usually like games like that. But it's just like, yeah, oh no, we're running from someone. You need to beat a 10. Alright, Lizard Eyes, roll 2d6 plus parkour. You would have succeeded there because I rolled a 6 and a 10. Zeno, roll parkour. Oh wow, you scored fucking 13 because you rolled 5 plus 5 plus 3. Wow, amazing. You've rolled way better than Lizard Eyes, who barely succeeded. Hey! Lizard Eyes, you've been stabbed in the hand. Resist it. Wow, you don't give a fuck because you rolled a 17 and you just shrug it off. Zeno! Rolled an 11, by the way. I can't even roll a bad example. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. And this also plays into the idea of your trade and knowledge always being tied to your inner flame, not your physical abilities or anything like that, physical or kind of more things like that. No, it's just equal to whatever that is. So it's kind of like, hey, as you get better, you become better at your actual day job. Hey, I'm a D8 smith. I have cultivated my power a little bit. I'm a better smith, and people seek me out more. I can default on this a lot better. People are going to come and want to rely on me to make them things, and I can make things a little bit more easy. I am a D10 chef. I am a fucking city-known chef at this point. People know me. I can make anything taste good. Oh no. I want to cook something amazing. I'm going to make a roll for it. You can still fail that roll. It's going to be hard, but you can still do something pretty bad with it. But you can also default on it and skill score. That's kind of the idea. Alright. I still need to record the audio for tomorrow, and my throat is giving out, so we are going to find a funny... We're going to find a funny haha person to insult. I mean, become friends with. Let's see, we've got Valkyria Chronicles, we've got Lul... Oh no. Oh no. Where's... Let's see, do we have any terrible things to raid so I can have an anime women's say hello. Let's see. Mario Kart 8. No one likes Mario Kart. Fucking hate Mario Kart. Let's see. How long have you been streaming? 2.5 hours? Wowzers. Go away, ad. No one likes Scyphil? Do we have any suggestions of who to raid tonight? Open as usual. Open season. Ow. Oh no. Oh no. See, unfortunately at this hour we're getting extensive we are getting extensive amounts of European women. And European women are terrifying. Mint. Is that a cockroach girl? Yes, it is a cockroach girl. Actually, you're playing Silent Hill 2. Shut up. No one wants to watch ads. Ad-free viewing. What? Discord, my wish list. See, people keep saying that I should put out a throne. Little do they know is that I do not want to you know, have a throne, because people will buy me random shit I don't want. She's been streaming for 5 hours. She's going to immediately stop streaming the second we... Because that'll be comedy hours. Ugh. Can't find anyone. Damn. Okay, everyone, we run an ad and then I leave very quickly. Oh no, they must never know. Voice hurt. What? What's going on in What's going on in TG? Nothing productive. Not a single productive thing is going on in TG today. God bless him. Let's see who's streaming this. Oh. Arya Rin's gone. Huh. VT. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything's on VT. Everyone's done for the night. You know what? No. No ads. No, we're not gonna stream Anime Girls tonight. I don't need the hit tonight. I'm going pure. I don't need this. I don't need that drug in my system anymore. Ah!